In this video, we will learn about the parts of the radiant warmer and how to use a radiant warmer. Radiant warmer is important neonatal resuscitation equipment and also forms a vital part of the SNCU and NICU equipment as it helps to maintain the temperature of a neonate. The radiant warmer has the following parts. First, the control panel with the display. The control panel allows us to regulate the temperature of the neonate, and the display shows us the baby's temperature as measured by the temperature probe attached to the baby's skin. As you can see, there are two modes available in this radiant warmer. One is the servo mode and other is the manual mode. Manual mode is used to preheat the warmer in the birthing area 20 to 30 minutes before the anticipated delivery and before the anticipated arrival of the neonate in the SNCU or NICU to maintain the thermoneutral environment and to ensure that the mattress and the sheet are pre-warmed before receiving the neonate. Whereas the servo mode is used in the SNCU or NICU by attaching the sensor probe to the baby's skin. Always remember to set the desired temperature of the neonate to 36.5 degrees centigrade in the control panel while using the servo mode. This will help to regulate the amount of heat being dissipated by the warmer to maintain the baby's temperature. The control panel has a heater output display which indicates how much is the heater output of the radiant warmer. It may range from 0 to 100% depending on the set temperature and the baby's temperature. In case the baby is hypothermic and the baby's temperature is less than the set temperature, the heater output will increase automatically, and as soon as the baby's temperature reaches the desired set temperature, the heater output wanes off. Other parts of the radiant warmer consist of bassinet for placing the neonate. The overhead heating rod is made of ceramic or quartz element to provide radiant heat which is reflected by the parabolic reflector onto the baby in the bassinet. The skin probe is to be used while the baby is kept under servo mode. It is attached to the baby's skin at the right hypochondrium to record the temperature of the neonate. Once the infant is received under the warmer in the SNCU or NICU, place the baby under the warmer. It is important to change the mode to servo mode, attach the temperature probe to the neonate and use it in the servo mode. Now we will learn the steps to use the radiant warmer. First, connect the warmer to the mains and switch on the unit. If there is an anticipated delivery or a baby is expected to arrive at the SNCU or NICU, select the manual mode 20 to 30 minutes prior to the delivery to allow quick pre-warming of the bassinet covered with the linen. After placing the baby in the bassinet under the radiant warmer in the birthing area, perform the initial steps of resuscitation. In case of a baby received in SNCU or NICU, place the baby under the preheated warmer. Then Select the servo mode and set the desired temperature of the baby at 36.5 degrees centigrade. For the selection of the temperature, there is a temperature selection button available on the control panel. The person first presses the set button and then presses the up and down buttons to set the desired temperature. Connect the skin probe to the baby's right upper quadrant of the abdomen with a skin-friendly adhesive. Make sure that the temperature probe is attached appropriately while using the warmer in the servo mode. If the probe becomes loose in the servo mode, then the measured temperature will fall and the radiant warmer will increase the heater output in response. This will result in overheating of the infant and can cause hypothermia. A cap can be used to cover the head and the mittens and the socks to cover the hand and the feet while the baby is placed under the radiant warmer. This helps to better maintain the baby's temperature. It is important to remember that the person taking care of the neonate under the radiant warmer should respond to the alarm immediately. He or she should try to identify the fault and rectify it immediately. Some do's and don'ts regarding the use of the skin probe. Do's include: the skin where the probe is applied should be dry to ensure good adhesion to the skin. Apply the probe over the right hypochondrium in the supine position and over the flank in the prone position. Check the sensor probe regularly so as to ensure that it is in place. Always check the axillary temperature at least once per shift when the baby is nursed under the radiant warmer. Don'ts include: remember not to apply the skin probe to bruised skin and not to use fingernails to remove the skin probe. Do not pull the sensor probe that is attached to the baby's skin to avoid any injury and pain to the neonate, as well as to avoid any wear and tear to the sensor cord. To maintain asepsis, it is important to ensure that the radiant warmer is cleaned thoroughly after each use. All parts of the radiant warmer should be cleaned with soap and water at least once daily. When the warmer bed is empty, all parts should be dismantled and cleaned individually with disinfectant before each new admission. Do not use alcohol-based solutions to clean transparent panels. Use 70% isopropyl alcohol to clean the skin sensor probe. By doing this, we can prevent infection in the birthing area as well as in the SNCU or NICU.